All right, so I told you in the last one we would finish 12.2, graphing systems of linear inequalities, and we will today. Go ahead and label page 75 that, and then we're going to get your foldable and get started on this one. We're going to graph two of these, and then we're going to create them with word problems. We are not going to solve them. We are going to talk about what solutions would look like, but we're not going to solve the word problem. So you should have a foldable at the end of this video or in this video. Go ahead and fold that in half. Okay. All right, just like before, we first will have to rearrange for y. If it's not already like that, we'll graph them. We will color in the solution. So example 1. These are not in y equals mx plus b form. So guess what? We have to solve. So we need y by itself. To do that, every single time, we just move over the x. So negative y is greater than negative x plus 3. Now, we have a negative. It's like having a negative 1. We have to divide by negative 1 by every piece. So y, when you divide by a negative, you flip the inequality symbol. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is 1x. 3 divided by negative 1 is minus 3. Once you have solved it, we're going to do exactly what we did in the last video. The slope is 1 over 1. The y-intercept is negative 3. So negative 3 up 1 over 1. We are looking at this symbol, not the original one. That is a dashed line because there is no or equal to symbol. Okay. It is less than. If you didn't flip it, you would shade wrong. It's less than, so we are going to go to the y-axis and go below. Okay. Now for the second equation. This one is also not in y equals form. So we always move the x over. So 2y is less than negative x plus 6. Okay. Divide by 2. We are not dividing by a negative this time, so I don't flip the symbol. Y is still less than. Negative 1 divided by 2 is negative 1/2 x. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay. The slope is 1/2. The y-intercept is 3. So go to 3, go up 1 over 2. This is a dashed line because there is no or equal to symbol. It is less than, so you shade below. The solution is where they overlap. They overlap down here. Everywhere down there. Okay. Go ahead and open this up. I want you to try example 2 on your own. Solve for y. Find the slope and y-intercept and graph. I'm going to go ahead and get started, but you should have paused it. If you didn't, do it now. Okay. These are not y equals or y by itself, so I've got to do that. I don't have the x over here, though, so I'm going to have to move the 1. Y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. The slope is 2 over 1. The y-intercept is 1. So go to 1 and go up 2 over 1. It is or equal to, so draw a straight line. it is less than, so it is everything below. Get tired of shading after a while. You probably already have. Okay, the next equation, subtract the 2x. Negative 5y is greater than negative 2x plus 10. Divide by negative 5. Y is less than, I divide by negative. Negative 2 divided by negative 5 is 2/5 x. 10 divided by negative 5 is negative 2. The slope is 2/5. The y-intercept is negative 2. So we start at negative 2, go up 2 over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a dashed line. It is less than, so I shade below. Anywhere that they overlap is where the solution is. And they overlap in this area. And of course, that area keeps going forever. Okay. All right, we are going to talk about word problems now. In order to talk about word problems, you are going to need highlighters. You're going to need green, orange, pink, and blue. We might not need pink. We will need blue this time, and there's a reason. Okay, so go ahead and grab those out so we can start example 3. Pause it if you need to so you can grab those. All right, example 3. Henry wants to buy up to, highlight the word up to in blue, 10 comic books and has $50 to spend. An action comic book costs $2.50 and a mystery comic book costs $2.75. He buys some of each type. Okay. Like we have done in the past, we are going to create a money equation. We're going to highlight that in green. He has $50. An action comic book costs $2.50 and a mystery comic book costs $2.75. That in green will be our first equation for inequality. Okay, let's write that. An action A comic book costs $2.50. $2.50 A. And a mystery comic book costs $2.75 plus $2.75 M. He has $50. We're going to have to decide what symbol goes there. Henry is spending this money. This is how much his total is going to be at the store. He has $50. His total needs to be what compared to how much money he has? If you're at a store, can you spend more than what you have? No. Your total has to be less than or equal to what you have. Here's the first equation. Our second equation is the number of items he's buying. He's going to buy up to 10 comic books. He's going to buy a combination of action comic books and mystery comic books. That will be our second inequality. So he is buying action and mystery, and he's buying up to 10 of them. We have to think about what up to 10 means. That's why we highlighted that in blue. If he wants to buy up to 10, can the number he buys be less than 10? Can it be greater than 10? The number he buys should be less than or equal to 10 because he wants to buy up to that amount, but not go over. Here's our system of linear inequalities. We are not going to solve them. We will talk about in a little bit with number 5 how to get a solution if we wanted to, okay? All right. Pause the video and try number 4 and 5. Number 4. You can work at most 20 hours next week. You need to earn at least $92 to cover your weekly expenses. Your dog walking job pays $7.50 per hour, and your job as a car attendant pays $6 per hour. By the way, that's not even minimum wage, so you shouldn't keep that job. Okay, money equation first. $92, $7.50 per hour, $6 per hour. Your dog walking job pays $7.50 per hour. 7.50 D plus. Your job as a car attendant pays $6 per hour. 6C. And 92. You need to make at least $92. This is the total you will be paid. Does the total need to be greater than 92 or less than 92? Well, you need $92. So it would be better if it was greater than, but or equal to is okay because that means you at least did make $92. So greater than or equal to. Now our items. You have 20 hours, you have a dog walking job, you have a car attendant job. So a dog walking job plus a car attending job you need to work at most 20. At most 20 means you do not and cannot work more than 20 hours. So that means the total number of hours you work needs to be less than or equal to 20. Because you cannot work more than 20. It says at most 20, so no more than 20. Okay, there are your two systems of inequalities. Now, number 5. If you haven't paused it, do it. Jonah is going to the store to buy candles. Small candles cost $3.50 and large candles cost $5. He needs to buy at least 20 candles and he cannot spend more than $80. So money, money, money. $3.50, $5, $80. $3.50 for small candles plus $5 for large candles, that's a cursive L, and you have $80. This is the total you're paying. He cannot spend more than 80. That means this total needs to be less than or equal to 80. He is buying small candles, he is buying large candles, and he is buying at least 20 of them. So he has small candles, he has large candles, and 20. Now, at least means he is buying 20 no matter what, but he might buy more than 20. So that means the total he buys can be greater than, but it also could be equal to 20. Okay. Now, I want to talk about what a solution actually could be. Okay, in these word problems, if we are looking for a solution, let's talk about Jonah's example. Let's say Jonah decides he's going to buy 15 small candles. And let me see, it has to be greater than or equal to 20. Let's say he buys 6 large candles. 15 plus 6 is 21, so 21 is greater than 20, so it would work in this one. We have to see if that would actually work with his budget. If it doesn't, it's not a solution. But let's check. If he buys 15 small ones plus 6 large ones. Let's see if that's actually less than or equal to 80. 350 times 15 is $52.50. And 5 times 6 is 30. Well, $52.50 plus $30 is $82.50. He has $80. That one won't work. So this is not a solution. Let's try something else. What if he's decided to buy 18 small and 4 large? Let's see. 18 plus 4 is 22, so that is greater than 20. Let's see if it works here. That is $63 for the smalls and $20 for the larges, which is $83. Well, it didn't work for that either. Well, let's try something else. Oh, that one doesn't work. What about 19 small and only 1 large? See if that works. 19 plus 1 is 20, so 20 is greater than or equal to 20. Okay. Now, 3.50 times 19 plus 5 times 1, that's 66.5, plus 5 is 71.5. He is under budget. That one works. That means there is more than one solution, by the way. But that means this is one of the solutions, okay? It is only a solution if it works in both places. Now, take this. If you haven't already fold it. We're going to put it in your notebook on page 75. So go ahead and glue that in on 75. There's the title. Glue it in. And we are finished with linear inequalities. We're finished with graphing for a little bit too, actually.